And we're back. I'm NibletK and I'm still doing the budget decks. So if you've come to see what other budget decks you can play, here are my variances. So I will do next. We already showcased off the scummy little piratey little face going smork warrior. Again, I'm not gonna be going necessarily down the list because I have a quest, actually 2 quests, that require me to play this deck instead. So this is a variance on the Silence Priest, and Silence Priest is actually really strong. You get to do big bursts of damage, struggle a little bit against the early game aggression, maybe, I don't know yet. There's not many taunts that I have here. We could try to implement some taunts, but I'm not sure about that yet. So the thing you will want here are these guys, and these guys are your main huge taunts. I did not include them in the deck yet because we are trying to do a budget deck that revolves around not having anything more costly than rares. So we only have commons and rares in the deck. So the thing you would probably take out are the spell breakers because you already are running enough silence, or maybe you would take out 1 spell breaker and 1 Cabal Songstealer and put in the double faceless shamblers. And then you would have actually a decent deck. So let us see exactly how this deck works. So you have some minions, you have some spells, and you're trying to get them minions out. Granted, they have good stats, but they cannot attack. That's where the silence comes in. So priest versus priest. We're probably gonna be playing a lot against priest. I'm not sure yet. So purify. Ooh, that's a card you want to look for. And the source of silence. And that's the other MVP, which has 4 attack. This has also 4 attack. So these are like really good cards. So we can just open up with the Ancient Watcher that has been in the game since forever, and no one really knew how to use him very well. He was used mostly as fodder for taunts. That's a good opening. However, we will still do this. Ooh. That's a good card to draw, because I will kill his minion. My minion is not that important right now, because next turn we can Humongous Razor Leaf. The whole point of the deck is you're trying to get your creature's health as high as possible, and by doing that you're going to swap his attack with his health. So Divine Spirit doubles a minion's health, so you can see playing 2 of those on this and then inner firing it. It's gonna be a huge ass minion.
Is someone injured?
Okay, so we got Radiant Elemental, we got Potion of Madness, we can draw a card, that's good, we can give it more health, draw another card. Now I could kill off his minion and keep my board. Is it ever worth it? I mean, it's a next level play.
Right away.
So these are both out of the range of easy removal, or I mean targeted removal, or what's that thing's called? So we want to silence this one. We're going to hit here. And we're going to double this minion's health now. Dragonfire Potion does 5 to everything, right? So that's... Oh, Metin! Hello! Nah, that's fine. So how much damage do we have? 4? 8? So we can kill that. We're gonna heal that. If he plays a taunt, he's gonna die because I can silence it. There's no way he can clear this board. That is GG.
You win.
Yeah, budget deck, boys. Yeah. I'm climbing the ladder using like no epics and no legendaries. Oh my god, like what the fuck? What the fuck is this even? Ooh. So that went rather well. Considering we don't have any taunts, we need to be really careful to what we trade in and what kind of minions we got. So against the shaman, shamans are mostly always aggressive. Having this as a starting thing so we can pretty much get a 5-5 on turn 1, which is not bad. So he's probably gonna play the little flame dude or a pirate. So say hello to Patches then. Other than that, if he only has 2 cost cards, he might just pass when he actually gets back to the computer. Come on.
Blessings to you.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. So we can go this into this. There's no immediate threat, so to say, so we don't necessarily have to use this now. We could wait another turn. Okay. That's something we don't really like, but we can play this and we can kill that one. We had the coin, so he cannot coin weapon and totem. So he needs I don't think he's gonna get too many things. Okay. I mean, that's a thing. I mean...
What is it you wish to live forever?
I'm gonna have a 7/7. He didn't have devolve last time.
Right away.
I mean, if he top decks devolve, that can be bad. That does 5 damage, so that was not worth trading into. Maelstrom Portal to get another thing. Yeah, that's a cool thing. So we're gonna play this one.
Right away.
We're gonna trade that away. We don't really need the card draw because we're going to draw with our Purify. Purify, yeah! Summon the Murlocs. I mean, that's interesting. So we can kill that and draw a card. So we can purify this and that was his second evolve. I think it's better to trade and heal our guy up. He might play Thrall this turn, and we don't want him to have that many minions. Against an Evolve Shaman, you want to clear the board unless you know you have a decent number of threats that he cannot deal with. So that's a thing. Because Bloodlust is a thing. So we're gonna play these. Getting rid of that thing is always better. I'm going to make that thing's health also bigger. It's harder for him to trade in it. So Bloodlust will do a significant amount of damage. That thing does not kill it. Not unless he trades in with more stuff. That's okay. Ooh. So we can def that. We can def this. We should be able to kill another little thing. And heal my guy back up. It's not worth using the Divine Spirit. Devolve is always a thing. It's not worth doing it now because we don't have the Inner Fire. Okay, that's 2 damage for a 1/1. It's not that bad. Primal Fin. Thrall is not coming out right now. He's training into the 4/3. Interesting. We have a silence. Okay. So we can play. Let's just do this. I mean, Bloodlust, sure. It's gonna be a lot of damage. That's 18 damage already just from the spell. He's gonna have to sack a lot of minions. That's 1, 2. He didn't have Bloodlust and he didn't have Evolve. Okay. So what do we need? We still didn't draw our Inner Fire. 8 and 5 is... Math is hard. 13, right? So if we draw inner, that's not it. So we can play this and this. We can kill the totem, kill the other totem, heal back up. And that's our turn. He's gonna really struggle getting through. He didn't have it last time, so that means we are pretty much safe. So if we control the board in this state, he's going to run out of steam eventually. He might have Thrall Deathseer to evolve his minions. The other evolves are gone. He seems to be still trading into that. He might even go for face. So now if we draw Inner Fire, we actually win. We did not. However, we still have the win because we can silence our minion and silence his minion, and that is more than enough damage. Yeah. Climbing up the ranks, oh yeah, doing all my quests, oh yeah, with a budget deck, no legendaries and no fucks given, no other things that we need in this game because we are MVP all the time, yeah, let's do this! Let's do this, I deserve a chip for that. Oh. Oh, it's the same guy. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. Well, let's still give that a try. This deck is a really good deck. It's a really good deck. All you need to do is actually get those. Those little facelesses. Yeah. I mean, we already got Purify. So Purify is already good. We're looking for the Ancient Watcher or the other. The Humongous Razor Leaf. Those are the cards you're looking for in the early game, because those are the ones that will help you defeat everything. Now this might die to the weapon. Then again,
I wonder.
That dice the totem. Don't want to use my coin just for that. If he doesn't have the weapon or the spell, the damage totem, we might have a chance. He has the flame tongue. Okay. So we can go this and this. Inner firing is not worth it because he might have devolve. Devolve on this minion would be really good. I'm in charge now. See, Patches is good. So Potion of Madness doesn't. Doesn't help.
What is Illumin's
We
will?
could take that and smash it into the Valfin, the Primal Fin. But I have to use 2 cards for that. Could also take that and smash it into that. I guess it's better. This way I only get 2 damage in. Ah, finally. So I did say we were going to struggle against early aggression with this deck. We don't have taunts, we don't have good board clears. At this point he just has better usage, so to say, of the board. Destroy a minion with less attack. Right now I'm just gonna silence that. It's 4 damage negated. Bloodlust would hurt a lot here. It seems he top decked it, maybe? Question mark? Nope. He's attacking face first, so he's going to probably use the new Death Knight. There he is, Troll Death Seer. And he'll evolve all of his minions by 2. Okay. Why is everything costing more? What? Oh, that thing. Oh. Striving with 3 attack or less.
I wonder.
So we can kill that. We can do this. And you can still get a decent trade here. Still has 3 minions left. He can evolve that one afterwards. He seems a lot more greedy. Still gonna evolve that one. Get a 4-drop. That is pretty much something you don't want.
Is someone injured?
Let's just do it for the funsies.
Well played.
Okay, so you can win like really fast if you lose control of the board. Aggressive decks will beat you down. However, you can, if you can establish the board before they can. Yeah. Let's give it another go. Another priest. Oh, this could be interesting. So, what do we need? Well, it's a curve. Inner fire.
Is someone injured?
Job done.
Mind vision. No, those are all good cards. Don't mind vision me. Why
Right
would you
away.
mind vision me? Guess I don't know which one. Inner fire. He might have gone Inner Fire. Ooh, Humongous Razor Leaf. Do we play that? Or do we try to... well, let's get a big Cleric.
Right away.
Let's get a big Cleric and start beating him down. And now he's going to invest more into these minions, so I can use my Humongous Razor Leaf. Still put a little bit of pressure. Next turn I can silence it.
Tonight, a tale of
So this looks like the big priest. Okay. That is good. We're gonna be killing this one. I guess we can purify now. Ooh, Song Stealer. So yeah, let's play this one as well. Let's get the damages in. Let's heal our minion back up. Doesn't really matter. If he plays a Resurrect, we can silence it and just go for face. Dragonfire Potion will kill some of the things. Yeah, the Shadow Word Door, man. Ooh, that feels bad. So... what do we do here? I guess we just do this. Sure, you can have the deck code. Just 1 second. So we want to play more aggressive. Kill that. If he clears the board again, we might not have lethal. He might be greedy. Okay. He drew Inner Fire, so he can clear the board. It sucks because he got exactly Inner Fire out of my hand with the Mind Steal. I'll be linking you the code after this match. Barward Shield.
your magic shall not save.
Inner Fire, sure. You're gonna have to help me a little bit on exactly... Well, he outvalued us with our own deck, which feels bad. At this point, there's like nothing I can do. He'll just heal up and he'll do a bunch of damage. So that's GG. I could change this minion's attack into 3 again, but it still has taunt, and my top deck mode is not the best in the world. So I'm just gonna concede. That was a little bit unfortunate on a few things that he got from my deck. So I couldn't have played around that. It's kind of annoying. So if I go into my collection and we go to our budget, so I just hit copy and then hit paste and enter. Oh no, 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 what the hell did I do? Why does it paste everything? You just need the end of the code, like the whole schnaziola there. A E G la la la. Yeah, I can see. So, Andrew, what I would advise you is to take out. Now, this is up to you. There's 3 cards here. You need to take 2 of them out. You can take either doubles the Spellbreakers out. You can take maybe 1 Spellbreaker, 1 Cabal Song Stealer out. Or you can take 1 Bone Mare out. The things that you need to put into this deck to make it shine is not Lyra and not Elise. Elise, certainly not. Lyra could have potential, however, not that much. You don't run too many spells for Lyra combo. So the only thing you want to do is the faceless shamblers are the ones you need. So I would take out maybe 1 Bone Mare and maybe 1 Song Stealer and put in the faceless. You try to keep your curve as low as possible and play for the board in the early stages of the game. If you want to put Lyra in as well, then maybe take out 1 of each, although I would still like to keep both Spellbreakers. So you would keep both Spellbreakers, 1 Cabal Song Stealer, 1 Bone Mare, you would put in the double faceless Shamblers, and you could take out maybe a Cabal Talon Priest, although I wouldn't do that either. So if you want to try with Lyra, I would actually take out both Bone Mares out and see how it goes. So these you cannot take out of the deck. These Inner Fires, no. The Northshires are super important for drawing in the early game and getting at least a little bit of oomph in the early game. Potion of Madness is also really required in the early game. Power Word Shield is to make your minions bigger because you need a lot of health on them, so you can Inner Fire for a lot of damage. Divine Spirit is a must-have. Purify is a must-have. Maybe you could actually take out 1 Radiant Elemental and put in Lyra. So you're only going to have 1 Radiant and 1 Lyra. You can play around with Shadow Word Pain and Death. Maybe take 1 out, depending on what the meta is. If you have more aggressive matchups and you don't run into super high big threats, you could take out the Death. Or if you see that there's a lot of control matchups, and you get my drift, you can take out the Pain. However, this is my deck. I'm not gonna put anything else in it because I want to showcase it as it is, with the highest cost card being of rare quality. So let's try it one more time for the sake of the video that I'm doing, because I am posting these on the YouTubes. Bye YouTube! So other people can check out and try the deck for themselves and see how they fence against the threats of Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a wonderful game. Druid. Druid can't really deal with high health minions. So if we get a decent opener, and like I said, you're really looking for your Ancient Watchers and your Humongous Razorlisk. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's a really nice skin. I mean, she looks really cool. It doesn't work like it didn't work. I don't think it worked like everywhere. I was lucky that it worked for me.
You wish to live forever.
We have double silence in our hand. This is a token druid, so again, against really aggressive ones, it's kind of hard. Whew. We definitely have to silence that, and we have to kill one of these. I'm gonna heal my minion. Minion, get healed. He's probably gonna buff these guys up. He won't. Do I ever use the other silence now? Is it worth it? I think it is. I think it is.
Well played.
I'm also gonna do this now. It looks a little bit awkward.
Well played.
Savage Roar could have killed it. Some buffs could have killed it. It's the only minion I have, so that's gonna get the mark of Yasharj, and he's probably gonna buff all the minions now. We can def the Panther, so we can still play this minion in conjunction. Def the Panther. Well, let's double this minion's health as well. Well, let's hit this one because it has more health. And that should be it for now. I have no idea exactly what I'm gonna do if he actually plays Living Mana. Fortunately for me, he doesn't seem to have it yet. So we need to draw our better cards. And that's a thing. That always kills that. We have to heal it and also kill that one. Problem now will be the huge Hydra. Looks as though he didn't draw it as well. So against control, you want to control them. Against aggro, you want to control them. And against control, you want to be as aggressive as you can, I guess. I don't know the whole gist of this deck, but it works. So you have some minions in the early game, you try to silence them, thus making them bigger and better in the early game, because having a 4-5 or a 4-8 in the early game, yeah, you can pretty much control like every small thing they're gonna throw at you. Plus you have your healing power and always doing more threats. The reason why I like so much the silencers that have a body attached to it and it's not just a spell, it's because you also evolve on the board, and thus having, again, another body, even more pressure on the board. And the 4 mana works like really good on your curve if you get the Humongous Razor Leaf. Plus, on turn 6, we don't have any 6 6 cost cards. So this also works like silencing and using your hero power, or silencing something plus Divine Spirit, or maybe just playing an Ancient Watcher and silencing it, and thus you get 2 high value minions on the board. It's a 6 mana 8/7 worth of stats. So 6 mana 8/7 worth of stats. It's pretty okay. Anyway guys, that's it for the video part of the budget priest deck. Give it a try. Like I said, the things you want to craft in this budget deck are the faceless shamblers that you pretty much always want to have in this deck, because even if you don't draw your silence, you will get a decent minion on the board, and you just copy its stats, plus you get a taunt, thus stalling against aggressive decks, also putting pressure on them in the same time. And from there on, you just try to evolve your board, do your whole combos with getting high health on the minions, and then just inner firing and just hitting them in the face for a gazillion damage. So until next time, see you. I'm NibletK. I will be doing the next video like in a few seconds with another budget deck. So please follow and you will see me like shortly.